everybody, Cinema Sickness here again to talk to you about what I bought and what I watched today. And today, headed out to Costco where I got myself one title on Blu-ray, and I also received one title on Blu-ray in the mail, so let's take a look at everything I got. So like I said, today I headed out to my local Costco because it had been a few weeks since I had been out there. Probably, I'd say, maybe a little bit over a month since I had last been out to Costco. I wanted to go out, see if they had gotten anything new in, and unfortunately, I wasn't too impressed with their stock. Usually they do have some cheaper titles, and I usually pick up a few. But recently it seems that they've gotten a ton of BBC TV series in, which is great and all, but nothing I really wanted to get, nothing for a great price. And they've also gotten a whole bunch of multi-title sets, which are some really nice sets. There's definitely some great ones to pick up, especially for the prices. A lot of them are really, really dirt cheap. But unfortunately, all the sets already have titles that I already own within them, so there's no reason for me to pick them up. So like I said, I was actually pretty disappointed with their stock. There wasn't really anything I wanted to grab, but there was one title that I came across that I definitely had to jump on, and that was High Anxiety on Blu-ray. Now I paid $6.99 for this, which is technically $2 over my normal spending limit. So yes, I did splurge a little bit. I know what you're saying, really $7 is splurging, but for me it is. I usually don't pay more than $5 per title. However, I do have this movie already on VHS, and it's a movie I've been wanting to replace for the longest time now. Not my favorite Mel Brooks movie, but still a good one. And I've been wanting to replace my VHS for the longest time, but I never come across this movie ever. Every time I go to a pawn shop, flea market, or thrift store, this is not one I find. And when I do occasionally come across this new in stores, it's always way too expensive. So I figured, what the hell, I'll spend the extra $2, finally pick this one up on Blu-ray, and I can't wait to sit down and rewatch it. And the second title I got today came in the mail from Groupon. Now, I'm not a Groupon type of guy. In fact, up until the day I ordered this title, I was not a member of Groupon, but they were offering this for really, really cheap, saw it mentioned on Blu-ray.com. I figured, you know, for that price, I'm going to sign up, become a member, just so I can get myself a copy of this, and that was the original Christmas classics on Blu-ray. This comes with Frosty the Snowman, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Santa Claus is Coming to Town, and Frosty Returns. All titles that I do currently have on DVD, but this was only $9. I figure for $9 getting these 4 titles in HD sounded like a really, really good deal. I actually also had a friend at work who wanted a copy of this, so I bought 2 and got free shipping out of that. So $9 for this was an amazing deal. Very happy to get this one. I actually haven't watched these in a while. It's been a few years since I sat down and watched these classics, so now that I have them in high definition, this Christmas, I'll be watching them again. So that's it for what I bought today, so now into what I watched. And since today was Ash Wednesday, what else would I watch but a Bruce Campbell movie? And that was Moontrap. Also starring Walter Koenig from Star Trek, which just, of course, adds to the cheesiness of this film. And this movie was one giant ball of cheese, which is exactly what I was expecting, and I was not disappointed. This movie was a hell of a lot of fun. What made me really want to watch this one, I mean, when I first picked this one up, I was pretty excited to check it out, and that was because of the back right here. We have aliens, people on the moon, robots, just a lot of crazy things going on. The tagline on the front says, for 14,000 years, it waited. That just sounded like a hell of a lot of fun, and it certainly was. The movie already starts off brilliantly. Walter Koenig does an impersonation of William Shatner right in the beginning. The first lines of the movie are him just doing this great impersonation of William Shatner. It is brilliant. It's just a great cheesy way to start this film off. As I mentioned, it has Bruce Campbell in it, so you already know you're getting something great there. The entire movie is all about, it's Walter Koenig and Bruce Campbell. They're up in space, and they come across this big giant spaceship, bring back this pod, and what ends up happening is this pod is actually, it's kind of like this cyborg sort of robot thing inside this pod, and they actually can take human parts and machine parts and combine them to make a big kind of like cyborg robot guy, and sure enough it escapes, builds in this big giant cyborg robot. They had to battle it within the NASA, I guess NASA headquarters on the Earth. They destroy it and they think, well, we need to go back up to the moon, see if there's any more of these, because if there are, they're going to destroy the Earth eventually. We got to go up and stop them. So they go up, kick some ass. Bruce Campbell, spoiler here, does end up dying, but Walter Koenig and this woman they actually find, which I won't spoil it too much, but they find this woman up there for, again, a whole subplot of a reason. They start kicking some more ass, they kill these aliens, and everything seems to be great at the end. But of course, we're left on a cliffhanger with one of these pods being in a junkyard, and we hear it rumbling through all the parts and obviously building itself into a cyborg. So a great, great film. There's not much more to it than what I just said. I mean, I really can't get too into this movie without just explaining everything to you. But it is a really good watch. If you were a fan of just cheeseball movies, this is one to see. It's a great sci-fi action movie. If you're a Star Trek fan, you're probably going to check it out just for Walter Koenig alone. But of course, I'm sure we're all big Bruce Campbell fans. I know I am. I'm sure you are as well. So if you like Bruce, this is definitely one you have to see. Unfortunately, this has not been released to DVD or Blu-ray. You can only get this one on VHS or Laserdisc. But if you come across a copy of it, definitely pick it up, check it out. You won't be disappointed. So that's it for what I bought when I watched today. Definitely excited by the 2 Blu-rays I picked up today. Love adding titles to my Blu-ray collection. And also watching Moontrap. Absolutely fantastic. It's super cheesy, it's ridiculous, but it is a lot of fun. Has some great actors in it, just hamming it up. Great story. It is a brilliant film, and if you like cheese, you gotta see it. So that's it. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned to see what I bought when I watch tomorrow. See ya.